unleash your darkest fears with Netflix's top 10 nerve-wracking horror movies. From heart-pounding scares to twisted tales of terror, these terrifying selections will haunt your dreams. Number 10. The Possession of Hannah Grace.
I can handle it.
In the cold, fluorescent halls of a Boston morgue, ex-cop Megan Reed takes the night shift, hoping to outrun her past. But when the corpse of Hannah Grace arrives, twisted, burned, and unnaturally preserved, Megan's graveyard shift turns into a descent into terror. Directed by Diederik van Rooyen, this claustrophobic nightmare traps viewers in a maze of steel drawers and flickering lights, where something malevolent refuses to stay dead. The film leans heavily on shadows and isolation, with Megan's sanity fraying as unexplained occurrences escalate. Each echoing footstep, each creaking gurney pulls her deeper into a waking nightmare. Number 9. The Old Ways. In the shadowed jungles of Veracruz, journalist Cristina wakes chained in a dark room, accused of harboring a demon. Captured by a mysterious group who claim to be brujos, Cristina must confront not only the rituals of ancient exorcism, but the fractured past she tried to forget. Directed by Christopher Allender, this folkloric horror fuses Mexican mythology with raw psychological unease, blending possession terror with a personal reckoning. As the rituals grow more brutal and the line between myth and madness blurs, Cristina's struggle becomes more than survival. It's a spiritual war for her soul. Number 8. Case 39. When social worker Emily Jenkins rescues 10-year-old Lilith from her abusive parents, she believes she's saving a child in need. But as a string of bizarre, deadly events unfolds around her, Emily begins to suspect that Lilith isn't a victim. She might be something far more sinister. Directed by Christian Alvart, Case 39 delves into the nightmare of misjudged innocence, where trust becomes a weapon and evil wears the face of a child. The film drips with tension, using psychological dread and supernatural horror to unravel Emily's reality. As paranoia tightens its grip, each new revelation peels back the true horror behind Lilith's chilling stare. Number 7. The Perfection.
Bad! They're fucking bad! What the fuck?
Charlotte was once a cello prodigy until life unraveled. Years later, she seeks out her former school and the new star pupil, Elizabeth. What begins as admiration turns into a twisted, mind-bending game of seduction, sickness, and secrets. Directed by Richard Shepard, The Perfection is a hallucinatory descent into madness, laced with shocking turns and razor-sharp tension. It's a horror thriller hybrid that plays like a symphony of deceit, where every movement shifts reality. As past traumas clash with revenge and obsession, the film reveals its true, grotesque face. What makes The Perfection stand out is its relentless unpredictability. Just when you think you found your footing, the ground splits open. Number 6. Alive. In a high-rise apartment in Seoul, gamer Oh Jun-woo wakes up to a nightmare. An unexplained virus has turned the world outside into a frenzy of bloodthirsty zombies. With power fading, supplies dwindling, and screams echoing from every floor, survival becomes a solitary war against despair. Directed by Il Cho, Alive offers a suffocating look at isolation horror, blending viral apocalypse with digital age anxiety. The film pulses with dread as Jun-woo documents his slow descent into hopelessness, only to spark a flicker of hope when he discovers he's not alone. Number 5. The House of the Devil. Desperate for rent money, college student Samantha accepts a mysterious babysitting job at a remote, decaying mansion. But there's no child, just eerie silence, cryptic rules, and a creeping sense that she's being watched. Directed by T. West, The House of the Devil is a love letter to 1980s slow-burn horror, building unbearable tension with every ticking minute. The dread seeps in gradually through lingering camera shots, retro synths, and Samantha's growing unease in the cavernous house. What makes this film uniquely terrifying is its commitment to atmosphere over jump scares, culminating in a final act that's as shocking as it is satanic. Number 4, Resolution.
What would convince you that I'm not crazy?
When Michael ventures into the wilderness to save his estranged friend Chris from drug addiction, he chains him inside a remote cabin for detox. But as the days stretch on, they discover unsettling clues, strange photos, disturbing films, and impossible events hinting that something unseen is watching and recording. Directed by Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead, Resolution twists the found footage genre into a cerebral nightmare where reality fractures and fate feels scripted by an unknowable force. The isolation is claustrophobic, but it's the creeping existential terror that claws deepest. What if your choices are no longer your own? Number 3, Event Horizon.
Vacate, I want off this ship. I can't leave.
In the endless void beyond Neptune, a rescue crew boards the Event Horizon, a spaceship that vanished years ago and has now mysteriously returned. But the ship isn't empty. Directed by Paul W.S. Anderson, Event Horizon drags you through a corridor of madness where science fiction collides with pure, unrelenting horror. As the crew explores its haunted hull, they uncover a hellish truth. The ship has traveled through dimensions not meant for the human mind. Hallucinations twist reality, blood flows where logic once ruled, and the darkness isn't just in space, it's inside them. Number 2, Kill List. Ex-soldier turned hitman Jay takes on a new contract, a seemingly simple kill list. But each target drags him deeper into a spiraling nightmare of violence, cults, and something ancient lurking beneath the surface. Directed by Ben Wheatley, Kill List starts as a gritty crime thriller and slowly mutates into something far more sinister. Its disjointed tone, sudden bursts of brutality, and surreal unraveling create an atmosphere of pure dread where reality peels away like old wallpaper. With each name crossed off, Jay's world fractures, leading to a finale that's as disturbing as it is inevitable. Number 1, Drag Me to Hell. Lone Officer Christine Brown denies an old woman's desperate plea for an extension, hoping to impress her boss. But the choice seals her fate as the woman places a curse on her. A curse that promises 3 days of torment before the earth itself opens to claim her soul. Directed by Sam Raimi, Drag Me to Hell is a whirlwind of grotesque horror and darkly comic chaos, returning Raimi to the high-octane terror of his Evil Dead roots. The film hurls its protagonist through a gauntlet of escalating supernatural punishment, vomiting corpses, phantom hooves, and shadowy demons. What makes it unforgettable is how it blends slapstick horror with real, gnawing dread, never letting up on its pace or its torment. Here are 3 other movies worth watching. The Eye. After undergoing a corneal transplant, blind violinist Sidney Wells begins to see terrifying visions, ghosts, and glimpses of violent deaths. As the visions intensify, she realizes she's inherited more than just sight. Sumala. In a remote village steeped in spiritual tradition, a young woman uncovers an ancient force that preys on grief and guilt. As folklore merges with horrifying reality, she must confront the price of summoning the dead. Sister Death. Set in post-war Spain, a novice nun arrives at a former convent-turned-girls' school, only to find it haunted by dark secrets and ghostly whispers. As her visions grow more intense, she uncovers the chilling past buried within the sacred walls.